History has been made at Gabba. Incredible scenes in Brisbane as West Indies have registered their first win on Australian soil after nearly 30 years. It was in 1997 and now it's in 2024, precisely 27 years. And at the center of all, it's Shamar Joseph. Now we'll talk about Shamar Joseph's incredible journey to Brisbane in detail, but before that, let's talk about this historic win at Gabba. Australia needed 216 runs and they were bundled out for 207. Steve Smith was batting there and everybody was hoping Australia to win this game. But West Indies, that grit, that determination, that resilience, and there's only one name behind all of this, Shamar Joseph. Now what happened on Saturday and Sunday, both the days are completely different. Why? Because on Saturday, Shamar Joseph got injured on his toe. His toe was literally ripped apart by Mitchell Starc's Yorker. He was assisted by his team and he walked out of the field. He was retired hurt and nobody was expecting him to be on ground on Sunday, but that eventually happened. He showed up on ground on Sunday, took 7 wickets out of 8 and took West Indies to that winning row. It's incredible in all sense. Well, when we talk about Shamar Joseph, let's talk about how his journey started. It's an inspirational journey. Now, when Gabba victory happened years back, when India defeated Australia, when everybody was celebrating what Rishabh Pant did, Shamar Joseph was not even a first-class cricketer then. Yes, you heard me right. He wasn't even playing cricket. In fact, 2 years back, if you see, Shamar Joseph was not related to cricket. He was working as a service officer in Brisbane. But things changed for him. Well, if we talk about Shamar Joseph's background, he comes from a very humble background. He comes from a remote area in Guyana and he used to play cricket with his cousin with those melted plastic bottles and those vegetables that he turned into balls. But his life changed when he met Damien Wantle. So Wantle was cricketer turned businessman and he introduced Shamar Joseph to first-class cricket. In fact, club cricket at that point of time. When Joseph left his house to play full-time club cricket, at that point of time he was noticed and then he started playing for the Guyanese national team. Then he got into the national side, he started representing West Indies, he made his debut at Adelaide in the first test match. And what better than that? Because in the first test match itself, he got a 5-wicket haul. Also, he took wicket of Steve Smith in his first over. It's exceptional. He was overjoyed. He was really very happy to take that 5-wicket haul. He was happy to take Steve Smith's wicket. Obviously, Smith is one of the greatest batters, but unfortunately, West Indies ended on the losing side in the first test match. And then their journey came to Brisbane. Here, Shamar Joseph landed here. He started bowling. Then his toe was ripped apart. On Sunday morning, he wasn't even hoping to come onto the ground. He himself mentioned that at around 11 a.m. when the doctor called him up, he said that he's in pain, he is not feeling good and he was sleeping till 12:15. But at that time, the doctor said and asked him to come to the ground. Shamar Joseph said that he wasn't very hopeful, he wasn't even expecting much, but then he came to the ground and now it seems that it was for all the right reasons, and definitely so, because Shamar Joseph has led his team to this winning line. He said that only one thing was on his mind, to lead his team to that winning rope and to defeat Australia on the Australian soil. This has created history. Well, imagine a player in deep pain and nobody is expecting him to come out and bowl. The team is short of one player and they are looking forward to a big target of winning and creating history. And then Shamar Joseph comes in. He says that I will come and bowl. He takes 7 wickets. The 8 wickets that were present there, he took 7 of them and took West Indies to this historic win. It's an exceptional journey. While talking about Shamar Joseph, he has played only 2 tests. So in a short career span of 2 tests and taking your country to a historic win where people are overjoyed and are really emotional to see this all. It's an incredible thing for Shamar Joseph. In total, in these two test matches, Shamar Joseph took 14 wickets and he became the second highest wicket taker for his side. In this test match, in total, he took 8 wicket hauls, 7 wickets in Australia's second essay only. And Joseph must be really very happy. He said that he was emotional, tears were rolling down. And not only Joseph, Brian Lara, who gave the cap to Joseph on his debut. So he was very emotional. He was crying in the commentary box and everyone was really very happy. Now, at the end of the test match, Brathwaite did say that we are very happy, and he showed his muscles and said that, these muscles should be enough for the people who weren't expecting a win out of them and who were thinking that the West Indies side is pathetic and hopeless. And this West Indies team has given a great answer to all the people who were questioning their capability, and especially Shamar Joseph, who has created history with his incredible performance in this test match against Australia.